parents are asking now, so
It should be okay. I just spoke with somebody that Mark.
Yeah. Well, that's
Email.
That's good.
So, Mr. Twain, do you have anything to say about the New England weather?
I've been thinking a little bit about the weather. I've been thinking a little bit about death. And I can't quite decide when I do die whether I want to go to heaven for the nice weather or to hell for the good company.
Ah, well said.
I'm living here in New England. I'm leaning towards the nice weather. But... All right, folks, I've got a little minute for you before you head on in there if you want. I ran into a tramp out here in the street in Farmington Avenue, right down the road, a little bit earlier today. He came up to me and he said, "Sir, could you spare a fella a quarter for something to eat?" Well, I thought for about a second. I said, "I'll tell you what I'll do, sir. How about if I were to buy you a fine cigar?" He said, "Well," he said, "sir, I don't smoke." He said, "It's a terrible habit. I just don't do it. He said, "Besides, I'm very hungry." He said, "Could you just spare perhaps 20 cents for something to eat?" I thought for another second. I said, "I'll tell you what I'll do, sir." He said, "How about if I were to take you down to the pub right down the road?" Tell you what, sir. But how about if I were to go to the track tomorrow and place a bet for you on a sure winner horse? He said, "Sir, I don't gamble." He said, "I'm very, very hungry. How about a nickel?" So I tell you what I'll do, sir. If you come up to my house with me and you tell my wife, Olivia, exactly what you just told me, and I'll stake you to an entire dinner. I want to show her what becomes of a man who doesn't smoke or drink or gamble. There you have it. So have a wonderful day at my house. We have all the modern inconveniences, I promise. Thank you.
Just like Papa. I wouldn't have to get dirty if I could wear bloomers like one of the bloomer girls. Those big Turkish pants are a whole lot smarter to run in than a corset. The bloomer girls play real baseball, and they usually play against the men, and sometimes they even win. You know that bloomers aren't proper for a cultured girl. It would be indecent. Mama says we have to be proper, moral, and refined ladies. Enough! If I showed those boys how to hit a ball so up like a raggedy doll, then that's what I'll do.
Well, looks like we finally got a real player on the team. Oh! I suppose, as long as you promise not to...
You will do no such thing, catcher Colin McAleer, or you'll be the one bent over the washtub tomorrow. Oh, goodness, I didn't see you there on the Umbra. You must be Mr. Howell's guest come down from Boston. And is that you, Mr. Hutchkiss? We're delighted to see you again.
Nice to see you, Katy.
Katy Leary at your service. And this is George Griffin, Mr. Clemens' servant man.
You're most welcome. Hope everybody enjoyed our pre-day festivities. If you allow for me to show you to the house, please follow me this way.
Here you go, look at me, sir. Girls, time for your schooling. And boy, make sure you go by that now and take yourself to trouble with. After Colin McAleer, you wait, I'll take the G.
I suppose you'll be heading out to the baseball game now. That's terrific. The boys will be there after this hand, and I'll be driving Mr. Clemens' carriage after he finishes his business in there. Now it's a fair house, isn't it? Huh?
Oh, very nice.
Aye, those ladies from Tiffany did a bang-up job designing her. It's not quite as fancy over here where I live with my family in the carriage house, or downstairs where the servants live. You know, you're from Boston, huh?
Yeah.
Did you know that when Jim O'Rourke was playing up in Beantown, the team manager tried to change O'Rourke's name to Rourke on the roster, so people would think he was a Protestant?
Huh.
Aye. There's something different inside this house with the Clemens. Now hopefully Mr. Clemens can write some more books to get people thinking about how they treat one another. Ain't that right, George?
We can only hope.
I like the adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Huck's a rascal, but at least he knows how to treat friends. I think he will have kind of Sawyer teams. He just gets into all kinds of trouble, but he's terribly smart and handsome.
Right. Thanks very much.
Oh, Lord, I've got 8 kids and it never gets any easier. Well, I suppose you should be moving along if you're going to catch that trolley. But boy, now, we'll see you at the game, all right?
Bye, see you later.